Our episodes are brought to you by our awesome EDHCC Club, aka the Patron Pledgehammers. Thank you for making our content possible. If you'd like to support the channel and get some sweet bonuses, check out our Patreon link in the description below. Hey everybody, and welcome to episode 205 EDH Commander Challenge. I'm your host, BT. Boy, does it feel good to be back. Now, you've probably been wondering what's been going on for the last 3 months. I've been completely radio silent, and don't worry, it's not all to do with being sick or something. It's also with moving. I've moved to the next chapter of my life, literally, as I've moved out of my place, and now Emma and I have moved into our very own place together. So, new part of my life. The only part that was difficult, the moving. Does anybody feel like when they move, they really and truly realize all the stuff they actually have? Like they feel it's not much, but it's actually 4 or 5 times what you were expecting? That's what it was like for me. I absolutely loathe moving. Let me know in the comments, by the way, guys, if you have the same feeling, or maybe if you love moving because you like to scope out different areas. I'm not sure. The other part was when we moved in here, it was finding things again. It was so difficult. I had lost my cable for my microphone. I couldn't find my cable to charge my camera. And then, of course, after even getting those things, I had to get some footage done, and thankfully Emma was able to help me for today. This will probably be our first game of Magic in months. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you for our patrons for being super patient. Thank you guys. I really appreciate you. And for those subscribers who are still with us for after all this time, thank you so much for having the patience of a saint. So enjoy the episode. Let's get down to it and check out those opening hands. Oh yeah, and one more thing. My girlfriend just walked in and she's exhausted from a long day's work, so she went for a nap. So this episode's going to be a little bit of ASMR, if you will. Sorry if I'm bad at it. I think I did it like once a long time ago. But anyways, enjoy the episode. Here we go. First, in this corner, with an opening hand of a forest, Reliquary Tower, Jeweled Lotus, Sensei's Divining Top, Sakura Tribelder, Bloodthirsty Aerialist, Wound Reflection, and his Golgari-style general Ikra Shidiqi the Usurper, which I completely forgot was a partner commander, and I could have technically used Anara, a general I've wanted to use for a long time in this deck. But anyways, he's your boy, the host, BT. Next, in this corner, with an opening hand of a mountain, Myriad Landscape, Lightning Bolt, Brightstone Ritual, Legion Loyalist, Goblin Rabblemaster, Tar Pitcher, and her mono-red general, Krenko Mob Boss. She is my better half, and the prodigy, Emma. Emma won the dice roll to start us off, so let's begin our first card fight in quite some time. For our first turns, Emma plays a tapped Myriad Landscape, while I play a forest and cast Essence Warden. Emma plays a mountain and casts Legion Loyalist, which gains me 1 life. Emma then moves into combat and attacks with her Loyalist. I declare no blocks and lose the life I gained, and she passes. I play Reliquary Tower and cast Jeweled Lotus, which I sack for 3 black mana to help cast my general, Ikra. I also gain 1 life in the process. Then I move into combat and poke Emma with my Warden for 1 damage. This also gains me 1 life via my General's effect before I pass. For Emma's turn, she casts Goblin Lackey, and I gain a life. While for my turn, I play a Forest and cast Sakura Tribe Elder, gaining another life. Then I cast Sensei's Divining Top and pass. Emma plays a land and passes. I also sack my Elder for a Swamp into play tapped. For my turn, I pay 1 mana to use my top to check my top 3 cards. Then I tap my top to draw a card and place a Sensei's Top back to my deck and play Grim Backwoods before passing. Emma, however, sacrifices her landscape to net 2 basic lands into play tapped. For Emma's turn, she casts Beetleback Chief. With its ETB, she makes 2 1/1 Goblin tokens, which gains me a total of 3 life before she passes. For my turn, I tap out and cast Blossoming Bog Beast, getting 1 life. Then I move into combat and attack with Ikra. Emma declares no blocks and takes 3 damage. And with my General's effect, I gain even more life and pass. Emma starts her turn by casting Mog Alarm to gain 2 more Goblin tokens. Then she casts Brightstone Ritual, gaining 7 mana, which she uses to cast first her General Krenko Mob Boss, followed by Goblin Rabble Master, gaining me a total of 4 life. Emma then moves into combat and makes another Goblin token, and I gain 1 life from that. And then she attacks me with all of her goblins that can attack this turn. I block and destroy the lackey with my Bog Beast and take 6 damage before she passes. For my turn, I cast Sword of Hearth and Home, which I then equip to Ikra. Then I move into combat and attack with Ikra and my Bog Beast. This gains me 2 life, and thanks to my Bog Beast's effect, +2/+2 and trample to both my creatures until the end of the turn. Emma declares no blocks and takes 12 damage, while I gain 16 life via my General's effect. Also, I use my Sword's trigger to blink my Bog Beast and search for a swamp from my deck and put it into play before passing. Emma plays a basic and casts Lightning Bolt to kill my Bog Beast. Then she casts Tar Pitcher. Then she moves into combat and makes another Goblin token via her Rabble Master, which I gain 2 life from total. Then she taps Krenko to make 11 more Goblin tokens, gaining me another 11 life via my Warden. Then she attacks me with 6 tokens, her Chief, Loyalist, and Rabble Master. This of course triggers her Loyalist effect, giving all of her goblins trample and first strike. And the Rabble Master gets +8/+0 from having 8 other goblins attack. I declare no blocks and take a painful 19 damage before Emma passes. I at this point am desperate for an answer, so I recast my top and use it to check my top 3 cards. Then I tap it to draw and cast the card that I drew, Demonic Tutor. This lets me tutor a card from my deck to my hand, and I pass, hoping to survive the next combat phase. Emma starts her turn by casting Hedron Archive. Then she moves into combat and makes a Goblin token via her Rabble Master, and I gain 1 life. Emma sacks it immediately to her tar pitcher to kill my warden, stopping my life gain cold. Then she taps Krenko to make 22 more goblins. Jeez. Then she attacks me with her 17 tokens and her 3 other goblin creatures that can attack, giving her Rabble Master plus 19 plus 0. I have my general block the Beetleback Chief and take a massive 39 damage before Emma's turn is mercifully over. For my turn, I lay down my secret weapon and cast Deadly Tempest, the very card I tutored for. This board wipes all creatures, and we take damage equal to the number of our respective creatures we lost. I take 1 as my general died, but Emma takes lethal in the form of 44 damage, ending the game and me taking the very, very narrow win. Emma hasn't actually played a game of EDH in months, but you wouldn't be able to tell that based on the fact that she basically had me dead to rights next turn. And possibly it could have been earlier had she used her lightning bolt on my warden instead of my bog beast. I never realized just how useful, by the way, that Essence Warden really was until this game. I always knew it was a slightly annoying card for some, but I always felt that cards like Sarah's Ascendant or Well-Wisher were, well, worth more than this card. But I realize now that this card sometimes can buy you just enough time to be able to get what you need to take the win. You agree with our picks? Let us know in the comments below. Also, if you enjoy our content, consider becoming a patron. We'll give you access to some sweet extras like bonus entries into our giveaways, your nickname in the EDH CC Club, and so much more. Also, we're still trying to reach 2,000 subscribers. We're about 150 subs away, so please smash the like and subscribe buttons. It helps out so much. Well, until next time, thank you so much for watching. It means a lot to me. And sorry for this ASMR episode, but Emma is exhausted and she really, really, really needed the rest. And the last thing I want to do, or I think anybody wants to do from this family of ours, would be to want to wake her up. Anyways, stay warm, stay safe, and keep on card gaming. I love you all. It's good to be back, and cheers.